voice ringing with the command to fire, again and again, as torpedoes burst out and thrill through the deep blue sea. My mother's plummy lips open close enough to blast me with a whiff of the egg salad she had for lunch. Maria Callas trills out a final alarm. I edge away from my mother's correcting touch. No hope of sweetness left today. Outside, the sun sinks below the rise of tired autumn grass as we move on to chest work. My mother nags me to tickle the dummy's stomach at the shore of his scratchy polyacrylic pubic hair, to squeeze his flat, pale nipples, to put some oomph into my strokes. Not everyone knows that men like to have some nipple play too, she says, making her eyes wide with truth. Lucky for you, your father once had a libido way back when. Any mother can teach her daughter how to get a penis to stand straight enough to hang a hat. But it is hints like this one, my mother assures me, that will earn me big points during the electric polyrubber man event and help me beat the 49 other contestants to win that multi-million-dollar headdress when, in just 7.5 months, I am crowned queen. Of course, we don't know if I will be able to compete next spring because while the average 10-year-old is already bikini waxing and having her C-cups checked for breast cancer, I'm pushing 15 and still haven't menstruated. But my mother is determined that I will bleed this year. Cheerily shit-sure that I will compete at the age of 14, just as she did in the Miss Deansville pageant, 30 difficult and remorse-filled years ago. When I was younger and openly longed to compete, I told her that if I ever got my period, I was going to lead my own parade right down the middle of our street, crazy with those huge jet-fueled balloons of Mr. Broccoli Face, and grasshoppers that need about 20 muscled robots each to hold their strings and keep them from flying off. And a stream of pepped-up hatchet twirlers in mink bathing suits, smiling like hell, and marching so hard their knees would practically crash into heaven. My mother sighed. I wish you wouldn't say hell, she said. It's grounds for instant disqualification if the judges hear you swear. The different events in Pageant are posted in the family nook on a length of butcher paper the size of a hippo, next to the computerized blackboard my mother uses to diagram strategies for manipulating electric polyrubber man's sexual organs. No one knows what he will look like. The robot is being made in a factory in Belgium and will be shipped over in a triple-locked crate. 2 guards will bring him by armored truck to Pageant's secret vault a week before. There was talk about using a real man instead of a machine, but the Rules Committee fought it on moral grounds. Rule number 12, the Sexual Conduct Rule. Contestants may not have familiar relations with anybody except their blow-up dummies. The secrecy surrounding electric polyrubber man's body is critical, according to the committee. They want to see how smoothly we girls can handle variance. Note the devastation during preliminaries. Molly Finnegan, disqualified because she'd profaned her blow-up dummy's lacking testicle. Abigail Nesmith, unable to relax her throat enough during essential maneuvers, now spending her disqualified time in the Institute for Antidepressant Intolerance. Besides electric polyrubber man, the events in Pageant are freestyle walking, flats allowed since a bad accident during preliminaries in Elko, Nevada, large number estimation, needlework odyssey, it's rumored that pom-pom trim will score highest, poise and cookery, better person skills, reflections on hygiene, mystery powders, recently expanded to include liquids, and a controversial category because one Sally Monticello went temporarily blind during preliminaries in Howardsville, Arkansas. She took off her safety goggles for a mascara check and got sodium fluoroacetate in her eyes.